Good morning and welcome to your Sunday morning sunrise flow. Find a comfortable seat, sitting on a block or a cushion, or sitting on your bottom, whatever you feel most comfortable. But make sure you're grounding down through whatever parts of your body that are touching the ground, but also lifting up with your spine, lifting up with the top of your head, making your spine nice and long. And then if you notice that your chin is coming up, bring it down just a little bit so you can create that length in the back of your neck as well. Coming into your normal breath, option to close your eyes or keep your eyes open, your choice. Bring your navel towards your spine, creating that nice strong core and also creating that nice long spine as well. Just noticing your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. Allowing your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs, palms facing down if you're ready to let go of something, palms facing up if you're ready to receive, one down, one up if you're ready to do both. Relax the muscles in your face. Today I'm going to set an intention for you. You may choose to set your own intention after this, but let me explain the intention that I've set today. The intention is commitment, committed, being committed, making a commitment. Making a commitment to your health, making a commitment to fighting against injustices, making a commitment to your partner or your friends and your relationships, be it that your career or whatever goals you have in your life, making those commitments in your life. So my intention for you and for myself is commitment, and the word of the day is committed. Take a moment to set an intention for your own practice, whatever intention you want that to be. Continuing to ground down through those parts of your body that are touching the ground, and continuing to lift your body maybe even a centimeter or millimeter away from the ground, pulling in opposite directions, creating that long spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it away. Deep breath in. Let it go. Breathe in powerfully. Breathe out powerfully. Coming back to your normal breath. Notice how your breath travels in through your nose, in through behind the back of your throat, into your lungs, through your bloodstream. And notice how your breath exits your body, leaving your chest, leaving your lungs, deflating your chest here, exiting out of your mouth or your nose. Gently flutter your eyes open. And reach your arms forward like mummy arms. Let your wrists rest and then point your wrists forward, as far forward as you possibly can go. You're curving in your upper spine here. Curve even more. Maybe even bring your head forward or bring your gaze down so you can feel that stretch in your upper back. And then exhale, reach your chest forward, reach your shoulders back, bring your head back up, really stretching out your chest here. This is a very awkward motion because we're not used to doing this motion. Keeping your arms in line with your shoulders and then reaching back. So you're only going to go as far back as you possibly can go with your body, and then relax your shoulders. So notice how I reach back and relax, just like that. Now, just keeping your shoulders completely relaxed, fingers still pointed, reach your arms up in a slow motion position, fingers spreading really slowly, reaching all the way up, palms facing the front. Take a deep breath in, exhale, relax. Wiggle your fingers, make a fist here, and then roll your ankles. Roll your wrists in one direction. Roll your wrists in the opposite direction. And then shake your arms, coming back down. Relax your hands on your knees or your thighs. Gently move your head side to side, letting your ears touch one shoulder and the other, moving gently and slowly. Or not moving at all if you have any issues with your neck here. I don't want you to hurt yourself. So again, move gently if you choose to. And then find stillness, neutral neck, neutral spine. Turn your head to the right. Again, moving slowly and gently. Turn your head to the left. Breathing with each movement. Find stillness here in your neutral position, and then reach your arms to the side, palms facing the front, and then reach your arms back up again. Palms facing each other as if you're holding a giant beach ball in between your arms. You're going to squeeze your arms together but not actually bring your hands together. So squeeze your arms as if you're trying to activate your muscles in your upper arms, your fingers, your forearm. You're activating everything here, and then lift up, creating space in your abdomen. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side away. Yes, beautiful. I don't know how you sounded, but I sounded great. And on your exhale, gently wiggle your fingers and bring it down as if the rainfalls are falling. Don't go chasing waterfalls, listen to rivers and... All right, I'm done. Bring your hands to your side, ground down through your left hand, reach your right arm up, and give yourself a side body stretch. Bring your gaze underneath your armpit, opening up your chest towards the sky, maybe even bending into your left elbow here. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. On your inhale, come back through center, ground down through your right palm onto the ground, maybe even bend into your right elbow if you need to, and then reach over with your left arm. Feel that side body stretch, ground down through that left hip bone as well, that left sit bone. Look underneath your left armpit, twisting from your abdomen, reaching your chest towards the sky. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. Come back through center. We're going to do a little bit of face yoga today. Face yoga is stretching the muscles around your face and your neck, tightening up these muscles so that in the future maybe you don't really need the Botox. Maybe you can just keep doing face yoga. So here's what that looks like, and it does look kind of weird. So you're gonna see my face. I'm not gonna see yours, so don't worry about looking silly. I will worry about that. So the first thing we're going to do is lift our chin towards the sky. So lift your chin and then bring your lower jaw in front, like you're making an underjaw, okay? As your chin is lifted, you're going to make this motion. And you'll feel the muscles in your neck tightening. So we'll do that just for a few breaths, maybe about, I'm going to say, let's do it for like 10, 15 times of moving your jaw up and down and feeling this constrict, okay? 10 to 15 is plenty, 20 is a lot. You can even feel it in the back of your head when you do that. So come back through center. And then here, we're literally going to do some lion's breath. Lion's breath is when you stick your tongue out and you bring your eyes to your third eye chakra. So it's gonna look like this. Looks kind of crazy, right? But you're gonna do it and no one's watching you. So we're gonna do lion's breath a few times. So take a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Deep breath in. Exhale. Coming back to your normal breath. I think I lost count, I'm not really sure, but I think that was 5 breaths. If not, it is what it is. From here, we're going to practice just moving our eyes, working the muscles around our eyes, and I promise we'll get into our Vinyasa flow. So bring your eyes directly to the right, and we're just gonna move right to left. Right to left. Continue to breathe. Without moving your head, just move your eyes right to left. And then find your eyes through center. This time we're going to go up and down, looking up, looking down. Looking up, looking down. Keep going, keep breathing. And then come back through center. And this time we're going to move our eyes in a circular motion, whichever direction you want to go in, and I'll let you know when to switch the direction. So you may begin moving your eyes in a circular motion, trying to get it to move into all those different corners. And switch. Going as fast or as slow as you want to, and come back through center. This time we're going to squeeze our eyes, nose, and mouth into a tiny little ball into the middle of our face. So imagine you just want to squeeze everything together. Nice and squeeze, really activate all of the muscles in your face. Keep squeezing a little bit tighter. Take a deep breath in and relax your face. Open up your eyes. Nice, and that was face yoga. Do that a few times in your week, and maybe, I don't know, maybe the skin tightens or the muscles get nice and tight and it feels good. Who knows? Okay, we only know with time, right? And with practice. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears, back behind you, and then down, opening up your chest, making those big circles with your shoulders. Use your elbows, exaggerate the movement, breathe with each movement, and then go in the opposite direction. And in one direction back. And we'll meet on the mat, hands and knees, going into some cat-cows. I will walk you through cat-cow. Hands directly below your shoulders, a little bit wider, or a little bit wider than your shoulders, your choice. Knees directly below your hips. And then look in between your legs and make sure you can hide your feet so you cannot see your feet between your legs. Press down through your hands, nice and firm here. Firmly pressing down through your hands, a little bit of space between your fingers but not completely spread. Pressing down through the back of your feet. Bring your belly towards your spine, your navel towards your spine, nice and tight here. Gaze is right below your nose. Drop your belly towards the floor, lift your chest towards the sky. The point is to lengthen through your spine in both of these movements. Right now we're in cow pose. Exhale, belly towards your spine. Drop the weight of your head to cat pose. Again, continuing to lengthen through your spine. Moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. Go ahead and take 10 cat-cows here. Option to make whatever movements feel good in your body as well. Moving at the speed and pace of your own breath. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, belly towards your spine, drop your head. Or maybe you're moving your hips side to side. Maybe you're moving your hips in a circular motion. Maybe you're moving forward and back. Just waking up our body, waking up our lower body really. If you are circling through your hips, make sure you go in the opposite direction as well. Bring your knees as wide as the mat and your big toes to touch. Sit back into a child's pose. Completely relax your entire upper body here. Come back to your intention. Massage your third eye chakra onto the forehead. Onto the floor. Gently moving your head side to side. Find stillness in your head. Reach your arms forward, still pressing your fingers and your palms into the mat. So much so that your upper arms lift off the ground. Begin to activate your upper arms. Imagine trying to reach your armpits, trying to get your armpits to face one another. Activate your arms. Rotate your arms so that your elbow creases are pointing inwards. Or trying to point them towards the sky. On your inhale, lift up through hands and knees. Curl your toes under and send your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Let the weight of your head go in between your arms. Bend your knees, reach your chest towards your thighs. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. Bend one knee at a time. Opening up and stretching the back of your opposite leg. Making whatever movements feel good to you in your downward facing dog. And then balancing your weight between your hands and your feet. So your upper body shouldn't be all the way up here. You need to push back, bend your knees, push your hands onto the floor and move your chest towards your thighs. Continue breathing. On your inhale, lean forward to a high plank position. Push the floor away, reach your heels back, head comes forward, belly towards your spine. Make your tailbone go down towards your heels. And on your exhale, lower your knees and curl your toes, lower your chest and chin all the way down, keep your elbows tucked towards your ribs. Inhale to baby cobra. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, come back up. And on your exhale, curl your toes under, push your hips up through high plank and down to downward facing dog. Begin to take baby steps all the way to the front of your mat towards your hands. Let the weight of your head go, let the weight of your arms go, fold in. Option to sway side to side. Option to grab a hold of opposite elbows. Wherever you are, bend your knees here. and surrender. Release the hold in your arms and gently rise one vertebrae at a time until you come to a standing position. Roll your shoulders at the top, open up your palms, Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a moment to come back to your intention here. Think about how you're manifesting your intention, or how your intention manifests within your body or within your breathing. On your inhale, lift your arms towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your hands into your shins and come into that flat back, gaze towards the floor. Exhale, fold in. Bend your knees, plant your palms, step back into a high plank position. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, push up and back, downward facing dog. Moving at your own speed and pace. Take baby steps all the way to your hands. Fold in. On your inhale, ground down through your legs and reach your arms to either side. Reverse swan all the way back up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Open up your palms to the front. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down the midline of your body. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step back to high plank. On your exhale, lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or baby cobra. Your choice, your path. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Reach your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Lengthen through your right leg. Reverse triangle, reach your right arm up. Exhale, come into this 5-point star. Point your left toes on a 45-degree angle because we're going to go into a Trikonasana triangle pose. If you need to close the stance on your legs, go ahead and do that. Step your back foot forward. Right foot should be pointing towards the front. Reach in opposite directions. And then reach forward as far as you can go with your right hand. When you can't move anymore, bring that right hand down to wherever it lands on your legs. If it lands on your knees, choose to go below or above, but never on the knees. So reach forward until you can't go anymore. Bring your hand down wherever it lands. And reach your left arm up. Bring your gaze with you, or to the side, or down. Whatever works for your neck right now. Opening up, using your abdomen, opening your chest towards the side of the room. Bringing your right shoulder out in front as well. Instead of dumping back, bring it forward. Put a micro bend into that front knee. Keep breathing here. Look down at your right foot. Bring your left hand to meet your right. Point your left toes to meet the front as well. So you're kind of in this pyramid pose. Both legs are pointing forward. And we're going to come into the pyramid pose. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Two more breaths here. Bending into your right knee, step your left foot all the way up into a half splits. Option to keep your hands. If you have a block, use the blocks. If you can bring your hands to the floor, bring it to the floor. Or maybe you grab a hold of your ankle, one hand at a time. Maybe you grab your ankle with both hands. Bring your hands to the ground. Step your left foot to meet the right at the top of the mat. Fold in. Ground down through your legs. Reverse swan all the way back up. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, step or hop back. Take your flow. Knee in downward facing dog. Two breaths in your downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Lengthen through your left leg. Reverse triangle, reach your left arm up. Right arm goes down the back of your leg. Inhale, come into 5-star. Again, step your back leg forward so that you can have it on that 45-degree angle. And then reach your left arm forward until it can't go anymore. Bring your hand down to wherever it lands on this left leg. Micro bend in your left knee. Reach your right arm up. Opening up your chest, using your abdomen. Bring your gaze to the floor, the side, or up towards your thumb. Breathe here. Lifting up more than dumping down. One more breath. On your exhale, bring your right arm to meet your left. Point your right toes forward or step it in if you need to. Coming into a pyramid pose. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Get a micro bend in your left knee. Breathe here. Begin to shift your weight into that left leg, lifting the right leg off the ground, half splits. Option to keep your hands on the ground. If you have a block, use a block. Option to try to grab a hold of your ankle. One hand at a time, or maybe both hands. Breathe here. Step your right foot to meet your left, fold in. Ground down through your feet, reverse your swan all the way back up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop your feet back. Chaturanga. Meet in downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. Inhale your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, step your right foot through. Plant your left hand down. Open up from your right palm. Reach up. Reach your left heel back. Keep pressing it back. Keep pressing your thighs together. Keep it nice and strong. Inhale, lift up, reverse low lunge. Bring your palms to your heart center. Bring your left elbow to the outer edge of your right knee. Use it as leverage to twist a little bit more from your abdomen. Option to open your prayer. Option to take side crow or practice side crow. On your inhale, bring your hands back through center. Lift back up. Reach forward. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Let your arms come to either side of your right foot. Plant your hands down. Step your right foot back. Take your flow. Meet in downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, step it through. Plant your right hand to the floor, reach your left arm up. Reach your right heel back, squeeze your thighs together, keep it nice and strong. On your inhale, lift up, low lunge twist. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Take your right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee. Use it as leverage to open up your abdomen to the left side. Option to open your prayer. Option to keep your hands together. Option to play with side crow. Wherever you are, breathe. Bring your hands back together through center, back forward. Plant your hands down, take your flow. Take 5 breaths here in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look in between the palm of your hand, step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Take your peace fingers, bend your knees, grab a hold of your big toes. And on your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your elbows horizontally and try to bring your chest towards your thighs. Release. Option to sway side to side, bend, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Breathe here. Looking inward, come back to your intention. If you're holding opposite elbows, switch the hold. Release your arms if you're holding on to your elbows. Bend your knees a lot and gently rise one vertebrae at a time. Rolling your shoulders at the top, opening up your palms to the front. Tadasana, mountain pose. Breathe here. Close your eyes, notice your breath. Open up your eyes, heel toe your feet as wide as your mat, gently pointing your toes towards the outside just a little bit. Reach your arms up. Bring your palms together at the top of your head. Bring your hands to your heart and then bend into your knees as if you're going into a squat, because we are. This is a Vinyasa squat. Option to sit on a block or a cushion. Lift your chest up. So if you're curving here, lift up. You want to work on lifting, lifting, lifting. Using your elbows to open up your hips a little bit more. From here, plant your left hand down to the ground. Keep your hips open and reach your right arm up. Bring your hands back through center. Plant your right hand down. Reach your left arm up. Keep your hips open. Come back through center. Option to crow here if you have it in your practice or if you'd like to try. Option to stay in Malasana squat. Bring your hands to the floor. Reach your hips up, let the weight of your head go. Heel toe your feet back together. Maybe big toes touching or hip width distance apart. Bend into your knees, lift your chest up, bring your arms with you. Utkatasana, chair pose. Lift your chest up. Sit back a little bit more if you can't see your big toes. Bring your gaze in between your arms. If you come from the Ashtanga practice, bring your palms together. Gaze past your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take your flow. Meet in downward facing dog. Reach your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, plant your right ankle behind your left wrist, setting up for a pigeon pose. Release your left foot down, left knee down. Bring your hands by your side. Set your hips up, squaring your hips off forward. You want to bring your tailbone down, not crunching into your lower back. Option to stay right here and work on this position. Option to walk your hands forward and come into a rested pigeon. Maybe you're here. Maybe you come onto your elbows. Maybe you make a pillow with your hands and bring your chest towards the ground. Wherever you are, choose your position. Take 5 breaths here. Gently push yourself up, lift up. Option to stay right here in your pigeon or bend into your left knee. And you can grab a hold of your left knee. I'm going to say using your right hand. You want to grab a hold of your left foot using your right hand on the outer edge of your left foot. Keep squaring your hips off. Maybe grab a hold of your left toe. Release your hold. Bring your hands to either side of your leg. Curl your left toes under. Lift into a 3-legged dog. From here, option to stay in your 3-legged dog. Maybe bend your knee, rolling your ankle, rolling your hips. Maybe flip your dog. Reach your chest forward if you're flipping your dog. Hips up. One more breath here. Exhale, come back into that 3-legged dog. And plant your right foot back down to meet your left. Take 2 breaths here in downward facing dog. Reach your left leg towards the sky. Exhale, bend into your left knee. Bring your left ankle behind your right wrist. Uncurl your right toes, bring your right knee down. Again, same thing here. Set your hips up. Square them off with the mat. Lift up. Bring your tailbone down. Navel towards your spine. Protect your lower back. Option to just practice right here. Or option to bring your hands forward into a rested pigeon. Or onto your elbows. Or make a pillow with your hands and bring your chest towards the floor. 5 breaths wherever you choose. Gently push yourself back up. Bring your hands to either side here. Bend into your right knee. Well, option to stay right here. Or bend into your right knee and grab a hold of your right knee with your right foot with your left hand. Maybe you grab a hold of your right big toe. Wherever you are, breathing here. release your hold, plant your hands firmly into the ground, curl your right toes under, coming into that three-legged dog. Option to stay here in your three-legged dog, bend into your left knee, roll your ankle or roll your hips, or flip your dog.
Reach your chest up, reach your hips up, reaching in opposite directions and pressing the floor away. Breathe here.
Coming back into that three-legged dog, and step your left foot to meet your right. From here, bend your knees, step or hop your feet to your hands. Stay in this crouched position. Hug your knees. Let the weight of your head go. And then gently reach your arms forward. And gently sit back onto your bottom, Navasana, boat pose. Option to stay here, grab a hold of the back of your knees. Whatever you do, chest is pushed out, lengthening through your spine. You're not curving into your back like this. Nice long spine. Two more breaths. You can do it. On your exhale, bring your feet together. Grab a hold of your ankles. See if you can balance here. Just playing around with some butterfly poses. Lengthen through your spine. Balance through your hips. See if you can find this position. And as you exhale, lower down onto your ankles. Maybe you bring your feet closer to your hips or further away, whichever you'd like. Lengthen through your spine. Now instead of moving your flesh out of the way, what you really want to do is bring your tailbone down. So tailbone goes down, hips rotate upwards. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Right now I'm dumping into my spine. I'm going to bring my tailbone down and rotate my hips upward. Dumping in, rotating. Still my back is nice and lengthened. And as you exhale, reach forward as far as you can go. And when you can't go anymore, I don't have a lot of flexibility in my hips and in my lower back, so this is how far I'm going to go. And I'm going to just surrender my head down and breathe here. Just take about 5 to 6 breaths here. Inhale, come back through a long spine. Stretch your legs forward. Bend into your knees. Keep your toes pointing towards your face. Again, same thing here. If you're dumping into your lower back, really rotate your hips forward. You want to do that hip rotation forward. Okay? Lengthen through the spine. Reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Keeping your knees bent. Option to lengthen through the back of your knees if you have the flexibility. Let the weight of your head go and surrender. Two more breaths. And then gently walk your hands back towards your body. Bring your hands directly behind your sit bones, fingers pointing forward. On your inhale, lift your hips up in a nice long line. You don't want to curve your hips. You want to keep it in a nice long line. Okay? On your inhale, lift up. Nice long line with your body, belly towards your spine. Let the weight of your head go. exhale, gently lower your hips back down. Reach your arms up. And exhale, gently lower all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Take 3 breaths here in a mini shavasana. Hug your knees into your chest. Sway side to side. Massaging out your lower back. Find stillness and make circles with your knees in one direction. Make circles with your knees in the opposite direction. Squeeze your knees in. Option to bring your forehead to your knees into a tiny little ball. Release your head. Open up your knees, coming into a happy baby. Option to grab a hold of your big toes and lengthen through your legs, one leg at a time. Hug your knees back in. Bring your feet back down to the ground and then eagle wrap your legs. So what that means is take your right leg, wrap it around your left. And then if you can, if this is where you are, that's cool. If you can wrap your leg underneath your left calf, so right ankle underneath your left calf, this is eagle wrapping. You're going to lift up, open up your arms into a T position, and let your legs fall over to the left side. Keep your right shoulder glued to the ground. Supine twist with a eagle wrap variation, Garudasana. Supine Garudasana. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. One more breath here. Inhale, use your abdomen, come back through center. Release here. And then eagle wrap, right leg around your left. Whichever variation. And then let your legs fall over to the right side. Keep your left shoulder glued to the ground. Bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Breathe here. Using your abdomen, come back through center. Release your legs. Take the next 3 minutes to make whatever movements feel good to you. If you want to take an inversion, legs up the wall, bridge pose, whatever you want to do. Headstand, handstand, shoulder stand. It's your jurisdiction. 3 minutes, your time. Go ahead. And then we'll set up for a Shavasana. If you'd like to do some handstand preparation poses, you're going to face away from the wall, bring your legs close to the, bring your body close to the wall, lean forward. I'm going to do it so you can kind of see. Lean forward, bring your hands to the ground here, kind of measuring how far along your legs are here. The best way to do it is to sit onto the ground with your hands with your legs to the wall. Keeping your knees bent. This is one handstand preparation pose. Another one is lengthening out your legs, maybe one leg at a time. Or maybe you just stay here with your knees bent, opening up your shoulders, breathing into this pose. If you are in any kind of inversion, make your way down, setting up for your Shavasana. Lying down on your backs, palms facing the ceiling, taking up space, letting your legs splay out. Notice the parts of your body that are touching the ground. Notice your breath. Come back to your intention that you set in the beginning of this practice. Doing some visualization practice. Imagine yourself floating in the middle of the ocean. Imagine where you are floating is calm. The water is calm. Imagine that your space is calm. Your body is calm. Your face is calm. Imagine that you have a big circle of calmness around your body in the water. And you can't tell whether you are making the space around you calm or if the water is making you calm. Now imagine outside of that space of calmness, the water is wavy and turbulent and moving. But this space that you're in right now, this space of water that you're floating above, is calm, is soothing. And imagine the sounds of the waves splashing, but they're not splashing on you. They're splashing outside of this circle of calmness that you have. This peace that you have. Peace is when you can find calmness within spaces of chaos. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Continuing to breathe. Take 10 inhales and exhales here, moving at the speed and pace that you choose. Option to take normal breaths. Option to take cleansing breaths. Option to make your exhale longer than your inhale. 10 breaths here. Come back to your breath. Bring your awareness back into your body. Reach your arms long above your head and point your toes, giving yourself a nice long stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side into the fetal position and pause here. The fetal position is the position of rebirth and reawakening, as if you've just been given a new life to live. Give gratitude to the way your body moves and breathes. Give gratitude where gratitude is deserved. Take 5 full breaths here. Gently push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands to rest on your knees or your thighs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, sigh it away. Bring your hands together for 1 Om. Deep breath in. Om.